Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? What's good? This your boy JTL, aka Out from the North 18, aka Big Op, back with another one. So, Tony Knowles, aka Ace Metaphor, him and his panel on tonight's conversation. Now, every once in a while, I'll see a brother say something on there I can respect. And seldomly, I'll see a sister say something I can respect. You know, they'll have Mr. Let Go on there. They'll have I think brother Rico will be on there. Shout out to that brother from Eight at the Table. You know, he do his thing. Sansaray, a little question of what some of her stuff she say. But I'm gonna go through a little thread of some of their videos, show y'all what I'm talking about, and respond in kind. So before I get started, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it.
I'm gonna say that the guys who be most concerned with women's body count is the men that they not.
Every who care about
I don't know.
who you
I don't know.
never you.
I don't know too many dudes
Guaranteed.
who had the ability in their life to pick and choose the woman that they wanted, that was concerned about what a woman was doing, bruh. The only dudes who got time to speculate about who a woman with is the nigga she not with. Ooh.
So what do y'all think about that, fellas? He said the only guys that be worried about a woman's body count is the one that ain't knocking the boots. What about the brother that might be, or a man that might be taking a woman out on a date that's actually trying to take her serious? Now, he may have a little bit of a point. He may have a point of contention. Like, you know, if you able to knock it down, you ain't worried about a body count, right? But if you're a man on your purpose and got, or at least just got some common sense, you might be a little concerned. A woman be trying to figure out, like, well, why would he ask me out if he worried about that and just not stay away from me? Well, what about the women that press men that do leave them alone and don't be in their face? What about the women that do be talking about men and wondering what they got going on? That may be staying away from because they see how they move. So he has a little bit of right. Yeah, he might be right a little bit. But that's something a woman might need to think about, though. If a guy's willing to knock you down and don't care nothing about you, yeah, he don't care nothing about you. Now, you got some simps out there that jump into a relationship with a woman, then ask her that and be concerned about it later. That's backwards. Now, yeah, I think he wrong to start asking once you start caring. We need to learn to ask questions before we start caring, or just don't care, stay away from it. That's what I think.
Like, let's just be practical for a moment, bruh. Like, if I'm with, excuse me, if I'm with, when do I have time to hate on him?
Ooh.
Like, let's just be practical for a moment, bruh. Like, if I'm with him, when do I have time to hate on him? The dudes who be mad about who women choose and how they choosing to move and how they want to spread themselves around is the dudes that's not getting no play, bruh.
You agree or disagree?
Well, that was my question. My question was, is there a deeper?
Now, I forget her name, but sometimes she get on my nerves. Like, she over the top Sansa say some stupid shit and think it makes sense because she being loud.
Deeper reason as to why men say that? Is it because maybe you don't want her to be more experienced with somebody that has a bigger than you?
You saying she just said maybe a guy is insecure and worried about her having experience with a guy that has a bigger penis than her. They go to shame and insults, the sign language. Listen, if you've been ran through, they had this thing called parabonded. Women that have had too many partners have issues parabonded. And it ain't just because your walls knocked loose, but also the trauma that comes with it. How can you actually be stable in the mind when you have to keep switching off and on with dealing with different personality of guys? Now, I don't necessarily go off of it no more. I used to say this stupid shit. But for all the women, I'm going to entertain you. What about them soul ties? Right, fellas? We hear women say soul ties, right? So she got a bunch of soul ties. How easy is it going to be for her to pair bond with you? If she's more attracted to this guy, let's take the sex part out. Because it's still a body count mentally. and emotionally. So, what do you deal with if you dealing with a woman that is actually feeling this guy more? I.e., you gotta break down her walls. No pun intended. But think about it, fellas. Any woman you ever ran into that still had emotional ties to another guy, her baby daddy, her ex, and she got her walls up, and it's hard for y'all to connect. That's a parent bonding issue.
No. Just a genuine.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, like I said, sometimes they say things that make no sense whatsoever. And then it's all good. Let's go ahead and do another one.
A lot of times the need to cheat is because of the thrill, the rush, and hiding, the sneaking. That is something that becomes addictive to a lot of people.
Then I need people to start saying that instead of, you didn't do this, so I cheated, or you didn't look like this, so I cheated. Because a lot of the times we take cheating and we internalize it like it's something we did. So if it's the thrill and the chase, there ain't I can do about that. I need people to start saying.
Well, you can do some things, Keita. What is it? You can show up.
Now, I ain't gonna front. She had Keita Rose had a good point right there. When people doing that and blaming the other person, I agree with it. Now, I'm just keeping it real. I ain't never been a cheater. I ain't gonna front. I've gotten close to it. But thankfully, I'm the type of person where it's like, I'd rather leave. The hell with the hiding, the hell with the sneaking. I don't want them adrenaline rushes that a woman might run up on me and pop me across the head while I'm not looking. I don't want that. So I try to keep it G. So guys, that's something y'all can learn. For the guys that do it, the guys that got the options, that want to exercise their options, whatever. Stay single. If you're able to get females like that, you don't need one. Now, if you're going to decide to lock down with one, figure out what it is. What is your situation and what you want to do? Now, for the females out there that do that, no, you're going to do what you want. There's some trifling females out there, fellas. We all know that. It's a lot nowadays. But at the same time, for the ladies that do listen, I ain't saying they all do, but for the ladies that do listen and hearing my voice right now, do the same thing. Keep it G. Keep it moving. But a lot of us, we know we want to bond with somebody. But let's see what Miss Let Go Crazy Ass got to say.
In a bar with a different color wig on, and then let him approach you like y'all don't know each other. Y'all can find different ways to have some fun.
Listen to me.
Let him cheat with you.
That is some dumb shit.
Hold on. Listen to me.
You be his side.
Hold on. Listen to me.
You be your man's side bitch.
You know how many men that say that it's just sex? It ain't just sex. You are not destroying your family for just sex.
And of course, he had to say some simp shit. Some guys are like that. I'm sorry. Some guys are just like that. Some guys actually love to cheat. Just have a lot of women to deal with. The only sad thing is, instead of cheating, if they was real players, they wouldn't have to cheat. They wouldn't have to sneak around. They would be able to find a chick that's down for the cause. All right, so this next one, it says, can the side chick become the main chick? Let's see.
Can the side chick become the main?
No.
There you go.
No,
For sure.
A homegirl must have asked that question.
Yes?
For sure.
Why she run away?
The side chick can become the main chick, and you're going to go from the woman he was cheating with to the woman he's cheating on.
And what kind of mess is that?
Now, I will say that is very possible. I'm going to keep it G. That is very possible. Because I've seen it. Now, I ain't going to front. I've seen certain scenarios, because they don't really keep stats on that to really show like that. But speaking anecdotal, I've seen situations where a guy was cheating on a woman, his woman had a side chick, went through some drama, because it's rare that you're not gonna see them go through some drama, but go through some drama, actually be with that woman, and actually have a good relationship. But it is still possible, 50-50 chance that if you become a dude main chick, you might end up getting cheated on with another side chick. It's 50-50. That is true.
I don't think that's inherently true.
I'm talking about not just with your. I'm talking about with your heart.
Yes. I say no.
Hold on, Fontaine.
First of all, I want to say I'm not making no excuses. You feel me? Like I'm not making the side chick okay. But sometimes men are in situations that require them to be present. Some men got households that they trying to keep up. Some men got wives that are taking care of their children, and if they leave her, their kids gonna be up, and the side chick, the one that they've been in love with for the past 15, 20 years. I know men who've gone through this personally. And when the opportunity came, they moved in with the woman who had their heart. You feel me? When their kids grew up or when the wife was financially able. I'm not saying that is okay, but we got such a stigma about the other woman and how the man value her and how she value herself when you have no idea what the bounds of their relationship are and what they building over there. You feel me?
Yeah, see, he said the same thing I just said. It does. It's possible it happened. Now he added in a little bit more of a caveat. You know what I'm saying, where they might have leave when they finally can. Which some divorces have happened like that. I'm sure we've all seen that before. Some divorces have happened like that, where they waited till the children got grown and out of the house. We've seen some situations like that happen. But at the same time, like I said, for me, I'd rather leave, and instead of, keeping all this drama going, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be careful about it. A lot of us like excitement and all this bullshit, or it's really being selfish on either end. But for the dudes with the side chick shit, like I said, I ain't with it, me personally. But fellas, y'all out there moving like that, you got to be honest with yourself. If you got one woman, but you want to sit up there and have another one on the side for whatever reason, it is selfish. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be player enough to let a woman know up front and be able to have you multiple women's, I wouldn't suggest it. All right, so this next one says, happy wife, happy life. Woo. I know I'm going to have some stuff to say on this one. And they got the brother Rico on here from 8 at the Table. Shout out to that brother. I rock with the young brother. That young brother be talking some knowledge. So maybe I ain't gonna have to say too much. Might just be agreeing a lot. So let's see what they got to say on this clip.
I think the term happy wife, happy life has a level of toxic attached to it, because it definitely tosses aside how the husband feels. Mm-hmm. What we do in our household is happy house, happy spouse, happy spouse, happy house. Happy spouse, happy house. You know what I'm saying? But if we want to have a happy house, we're going to have a happy spouse. That's how you do that. I prioritize my husband's mental health and his needs and his wants just as much as he prioritizes my mental health and my needs and my wants. And I think that's how you show up in a healthy relationship.
I mean, to be honest, in all fairness, I do think happy wife, happy life is a great thing. Literally. Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean by legit
like if
words.
She's actually happy.
No. I mean by legit words. If she's happy, if she's actually happy, then you have a happy life. Okay. Right? Yeah. But what ends up happening is we get blurred because there are people that take that context and says, hey, that means devotion. Oh, no, that means I come first.
Or they say, apply it to this situation. Okay, cool. So you, so you wanted to go out with your boys tonight, but your wife said, no, I wanted to stay in and watch Netflix. Oh, happy wife, happy life. Sorry, guys, I can't go hang out with y'all. So it's constantly you putting yourself on the
It's unreasonable sacrifices. And that's what there's no balance for your own happiness at that point.
Okay, so that one I don't agree with Rico. Only because if we really look at it, right? The happy wife, happy life, just like the young lady said, shout out to her. She actually said something good on this one. I've seen her say some dumb shit, but she said something good on this one. The reality is it turns into just about the woman instead of the husband. And we've seen so many husbands do that. They ain't got no saying for men like that. They got so many saying for women that apply to women, and it screws the man over. Happy wife, happy life. Forget the man. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So that means possibly mama was out there thotting around. So how fair is it to just think that? And then you have a guy that ends up cheating to go find happiness and peace with another woman. He might still be doing all his duties to make this heifer happy, but he ain't happy. So that is another reason I heard men go out here and cheat. Y'all gotta be honest. Y'all gotta be realistic. If you really want a good, happy marriage, you're not just gonna be thinking about yourself. So what the young lady said, I agree with. Happy house, happy spouse. That's for either or. It can't just be about one person. We have to do it together. We have to do it together. All right. So this is the last one I'm gonna do. Now this one, I know I can go in on. It said your son likes to do things that are more feminine. Would that be an issue for you? And I've seen this clip before, so yeah, I had some stuff to say about it. Now I'm here.
Now, this is only a conversation we have with boys. That now being healthy masculine is a problem. Now we got to go and try to make it okay for boys to do things that are more on the feminine side, just for the sake of society.
In the future, and what if he wanted to? Like we always want to stop people from being who they are. You can do whatever you think you need to. You can disown them. You can beat them. You can do whatever you think you need to. It's not going to change who he is. It might be he hides it from you. Mm-hmm. It might be he never talks to you. It might be, a different, y'all might be able to work it out in the future with a lot of therapy. You are trying to change somebody. Somebody's trying to guide them.
You're saying change.
They're trying to guide them.
Right. Hold on 1 second. Let me get Hope real quick.
A lot of the time it's not about guidance. A lot of the time it's about you trying to create your mini-me. Children are not second versions of you to get it right. What you didn't do is on you. You being able to be the man that you wanted to be in the world is still up to you as long as you got breath in your body. Don't put those expectations on your son.
All right, I think that might have been a trans woman. So this is the thing. Women be saying stuff like this. And realistically, women are the ones raising the boys to be the men that they complain about. We talk about the safe space crap for a boy or somebody that's confused about their sexual orientation or whatever. And women are the main one that push that, right? They safe space. They therapists all of a sudden. They took a psychology class, right? Saying men are wrong is toxic to teach a young boy, hey, that some girls do, this is what boys do, right? Then a man gets older. Be feminine. I'm not going to even say about, being gay, but let's just say feminine. Women don't like when men be arguing back and forth when they say that's a feminine trait. Why don't these women chill out and appreciate a man trying to communicate to them? Oh, that's not manly, right? So how you gonna make it seem like it's okay when they're a boy, when they're a child, but then when they get older, now you have an issue with how this man is communicating. But you raising these boys to be the same way. 70% of our kids are raised out of wedlock. So that means it's possible. How many boys are going to be raised by a single mother? Let's say 3 out of 7. It's more girls than boys. So let's say 4 girls, 3 boys. So you're going to run into a good amount of a sum total of feminine men. And the women are becoming more masculine. So you're going to tell me that it should be okay for a boy to be such and such way. You shouldn't try to change them. You're supposed to guide your children in a way, I don't want to mess it up, in a way to go so they're not, lost in a righteous way. I'm spiritual, brother. So yeah, I'm going to say that. But let's say morally or whatever. But then women come back and complain about these guys. Just like women move for the feminist movement to be able to be equal. But I'm not saying there ain't women out there that throw you a couple dollars and hold you down. I'm not saying there aren't. But how many of those women gonna hold you down for so long like a man would be willing to hold a woman down? It's not that many. they gonna look at you like you ain't shit sooner or later. It's gonna happen. I done been there before. In my younger days, trying to figure out as a young man, you ever got, that legacy built by your family or your father, and you got to figure it out on your own when you're young. Because, young ladies are good at being, very structured, trying to do certain things at a young age. And young boys got to figure it out. We got to find ourselves, right? So women ask for the feminist movement to be equal, but they still want the man to pay. They still want the man to make more than them. They still want the man to lead. They still want the man to protect. So if you're raising boys up to be more feminine, a lot of these guys are not going to be able to do those things you naturally want. It sounds good in theory in the beginning when you're a young lady. Have your own, so you don't have to depend on no man. But then when you get with a man, you still depend on him. And if y'all get married and then you decide to divorce them, because 80% of women are the ones doing the divorce and leaving the homes, breaking up the homes and the family, they're coming after your finances, child support. Now this dude don't know what the hell to do. So women have to realize there is a such thing as healthy masculinity, where you can't tell us don't teach our boys to be heterosexual and strong men. It's so wrong. And then when they get older, now you hate their guts. Be for real. So I just went on ahead for a good little while, went on through some of these videos of tonight's conversation. Still shout out to them putting the panel together. I'm just disagreeing with some of the points. You know what I'm saying? I might do one for 8 at a Table and some other shows. Just go through the threads. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to them. They put something together. So I respect it. You know what I mean? But it's just I had some disagreements. All right? This your boy, JTL, a.k.a. Alpha Norn 18, a.k.a. Big Op. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I'll be back. All right? Chill.